friends. Welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. Welcome to Clash of Code, where we will be playing Clash of Code, coding game Clash of Code. I'm pretty excited about this new this new pixel art layout. Yeah. I should have done this a long time ago. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't like so. She.moe is the one that created the intro screen, and it's me. I'm here in a virtual table. It's pretty awesome. All right, welcome to the show. If you are new to Clash of Code, you can visit codinggame.com to learn about Coding Game. They have lots of different games you can play, but today we're going to be playing this one called Clash of Code. And this is a competitive, yet also constructive. We like to make a constructive coding game that has multiple modes. However, it looks like their site's changed a little bit. Huh. I do need a pixelated shirt for sure. They used to have the three different types, but there are three different types of clashes. There's fastest, who can be the fastest person to complete the challenge, and Smile with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. Which reminds me, whoa, I was away from my computer. Thank you very much, John, for how many gifts? 10 gifted subs. Wow. That happened. Well, thank you very much, John. But also, right before we started streaming, Foxelty sub with Twitch Prime. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for all the supports. Wow. Nice. 213 sub for 9K Joanne. Awesome. Thanks for being here. But yeah, we're going to play Clash of Code. That's going to be fun. If you do !Clash in the chat, you can get a link to the website and you can sign up and all that good stuff. And you are very generous, John. Yeah, John gifted, I think, 5 subs last stream. Yes, I appreciate you, John. And no, the code kata that you suggested, I didn't actually get to complete. It's pretty hard. We're going to try to complete it next time. But yeah. Cool. So welcome, everyone. It's morning for me. Oh, we have a new command in the chat. If you do, well, I kind of need to fix it. I'll talk about that afterwards. But first of all, we have a new follower here on Coding Garden. Please welcome C3X111. Thanks for being here, C3X111. And yeah, don't do it. Don't tell people if you don't do it just yet, because it conflicts with Alcabot. I'm gonna fix it. But first, we like to start off by just saying hello to everyone. So if you say hi, hello, hey, morning, afternoon, or say pixels. You could say pixel too. Technically, that regular expression will capture it. But if you say that, I will acknowledge you. Hello, Sivas. Welcome. In 24 minutes. And Monoloito. And Green David. And 200 bits from Funny Dude. Thank you very much. We are already on a hype train. We're just getting started, but we're already on a hype train. I appreciate you. Thank you for those bits. And hello, Green David and William Cameron. It's been a while. Welcome back. And Roaming and Magic. And She.moe. You what? And IG Poke. And Masaldo, welcome, and DS Legends, and Palsar, welcome to the show. Good morning, Refactor, hello. Evening from Norway, very good. Morning, Coden, welcome, hello. And Mr. Dev King, thanks for that follow earlier, and thanks for being here. And Fishy Coding with 100 bits, thank you very much, Fishy Coding. And 9K Joanne, welcome. John with more gifted subs. You get a sub and you get a sub. Thank you so much, John. That's a lot of money. I appreciate you, but that is a lot of money. Wow, that's 15 gifted subs in one stream. I mean, you're definitely the gift leader on the leaderboard right now. Thank you very much, John. Cool. Yes, we're doing Clash of Code today. Clash time. What's up, Funny Dude? And Genesis Algorithms. I wonder if he's watching us right now. I stepped away for a second. What's up, Lakshman and Gigi and Shines Love? How's it going? Paid debugged. Yeah. When's the next code review? I think I'm gonna try to do it towards the end of the month because that's when all their bits build up. Oh, what's up, Doc? Welcome to the show. It's been a while. Funny Dude says, I want an 8-bit animation of me working so I can use it on my Skype meeting while I practice my golf swing. Nice. Hire me. Yeah, I commissioned that, so that pixel art you saw at the beginning, I commissioned from She.moe, so hire She. For sure. What's up, Sivas and Developer CR and Mr. Mystery Mage? How's it going? And Shubam. welcome, welcome. Hello, Irradiated Unicorn. And Kerm, good morning. Use all the things, how's it going? Melanie says, Melanie? First time watching, watched a few archive streams, and it's so fun. Oh, awesome, thanks for being here. Yeah, I do need like a pixelated code shirt, for sure. Yeah. Looking forward to this more than watching jobs in the old days. Far more learning. Nice. I appreciate that. And hello, Depopom. Welcome to the show. I should pixelate myself. I thought about that. Yeah. I could basically do a show where it's me on a pixel background and then I just look like a pixelated character. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Hello, Kizva and Thite. Welcome to the show. Pixels. What's up? What's up? What's up, Coden and Luis? How's it going? And Pete Pal and Limo and Mark. Nice to have you here. Hello, Phoenix Rising and Clink50 and Eindrak and Okay Not Now and Chase Gracias. Welcome. And hello, developer. I'm doing pretty good. I actually woke up really early, so I camped in my backyard last night, and there was a bird just being so loud and obnoxious at like 4 a.m. So I've been up since like 4:30ish. Thank you very much for Factor for those bits. Bird is the word. And hello, Zemaru. Welcome. Oh, good morning, Katie Bug. Nice. I feel like we have quite a few Kitboga friends here, and I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And Jatesh, hello. And Saba, welcome. What's up? Yeah, Boga, hey. What's up, SP Dean? I don't know if you saw SP Dean, but your suggestion on Vox provided some quality YouTube content. SP Dean had the suggestion to do a particular code kata, and we did it, and we taught coding through it. So I appreciate that, SP Dean. Thanks for that suggestion. How's drinking yerba pixels compared to the normal guy? I thought about it. Look, I have a real one right here. I could pull it from the pixel one. Yeah, I don't know. And hello, WDBW. What type of code can we review? So that reward is not enabled right now. Or maybe it is. It's just a lot. But I'm open to reviewing anything. I mainly write JavaScript, so I can help with that. But I've done C# and Python in the past. Funny Dude with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Funny Dude. I appreciate you. Did I say welcome to the shirt? Welcome to the show. And hello, Mint Jim and Pinky TV and Shoebomb and Melanie and Denny and Mr. Panda Gaming. Does my high checker check for howdy? No, it's just this regular expression. I could put the word howdy. What's up, Koozie? Larry, how's it going, Larry? Everyone should check out Larry. He's a member of our Live Coders team. Welcome to the show. And Larry is a top-notch Clash of Code player. And thank you very much for the bits, Phoenix Rising. I appreciate you. And hello, Casper. I just noticed, yeah, we have a pixelated desk here now. All right, so I'm sure I actually probably missed a lot of your messages because we were saying hello to everyone. I'm sorry about that, but we did get some follows. Thank you very much, Vitrude, for that follow. And Sanket, welcome to the Coding Garden. We also have a reward redemption, which is a stretch. Let's all stretch, everyone. It's morning. Quick stretch. Yeah. Posture check. Oh, thank you. Hype Train Success. Great work, everyone. Thank you so much for all the supports. I've collected all of the level 2 emotes, so I don't get any emotes. That's okay, though. Nice. That's the hype sign. Very cool. Plot twist. The pixel desk is actually in front of the camera. I mean... Oh, like a real desk? I don't know what you mean by that. But thanks for all the support. That was a good hype train. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, John, for the 15 gifted subs. Funny Dude with the tier 1 sub, Smiley with the Twitch Prime sub, NK Joanne with the Twitch Prime, 200 bits from Funny Dude, 100 bits from Fishy Coding, 100 bits from Refactor, 100 bits from Phoenix Rising. Thank you all very much. Can I do a quick tutorial on Docker? Not today, but eventually. It's on. Somebody has asked about it. This is actually the top idea on Vox right now, is a Docker tutorial stream. So eventually we'll do that. Yeah. And what is this? Oh, yeah, we did that. We stretched, right? Didn't we? We stretched. Shocker. Yeah, so I probably missed a bunch of messages, and I apologize about that. But why is my avatar not displayed? Because you just followed. So you're on a probationary period. But in roughly 30 minutes, your avatar will appear. But I appreciate you. It's a precautionary thing, just to make sure that there's no weird images on my overlay. Yeah. Welcome, everyone. Christophosaurus for the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks for being here. And thank you for that sub. I appreciate you. And I hate to say it, but there are a lot of people that don't know about Twitch Prime. If you click that link, you can see whether or not you've linked your Amazon Prime account to Twitch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, and you get a free Prime sub. And that's what all these people are doing, and I appreciate you. Thanks for doing that. And thank you very much for the hydrate. I am drinking yerba. It's early morning here. Well, actually, I mean, I've technically been awake for 4 hours. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Let's start. I agree. Let me tell you about Twitch Prime. This desk is not from IKEA. What would be the pixelated version of IKEA? John has been awake for 16 hours. Wow. Wow, it's time for bed, John. All right, but we're going to get started. We're going to get right into it. I mentioned it earlier, but I was camping in my backyard, and a really, really loud bird woke me up. I mean, the thing is, I slept through it for like a good 20, 30 minutes, but then I couldn't take it anymore, and then I just went inside. Yeah. Well, it's 8 a.m., and I've been awake for 4 hours. I was trying to get my camera set up just right, so that way my hand would actually be on the desk itself. I was not in the doghouse. No, I was in a tent. Morning, Greg. Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah. And my green screen's playing tricks on my code. I think I want to fix that before we start. Does it do it here? Yeah, it's doing it there too. I really like this. It feels like I'm in Pixel Land. I should start a TV show, basically. My chair is green. All right, I'm going to try to fix the blue screen. 8-bit IKEA ships. You do something with each pixel individually. Shines Love with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Shines Love. And the gift was to Randomness. Oh, wow. Congrats. Congrats. 32 gifts in this channel. Defies the law of green. Yeah, because it's a blue screen. Okay. I think this is it. Right? Weird things are happening when I... Wait, is it not? Oh, yeah, like right there. Okay, that fixed it. Cool. What? John with more gifted subs. Thank you so much, John. Wow. Thank you. You're too kind, John. I appreciate you. John 123276. I don't know if I've ever said your number before, John. Wow. There's no competition. We're going to start coding right now. So if you're new to Coding Game, you can visit codinggame.com. Here, my friends, is a link. Click that link. You can sign up. I will say that sometimes these classes are actually pretty hard. So if you're beginner to programming, it could be discouraging. But it's okay to try. If you can't figure it out, that's okay too. Nothing happens. It's not gonna hurt if you can't get to figure out the problem. Yeah, they're very hard sometimes, but we're gonna try it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click start here. Now with this link, I'm gonna share it in the chat, and then anybody that goes to that can join the clash. And welcome Bruno from Cocho. He's a member of our Live Coders team. Welcome to the show. That's your name, right, Bruno? I think it's Bruno, right? Bruno Racha. But yeah, he's a member of our Live Coders. He streams, and you should check him out. Oh no, there are many different languages. I like to do it in JavaScript. Larry likes to do it in Python. Infi might try C#. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But there are quite a few languages that are available. Yeah. And so click this link. You can join us, and it will be one of 3 types of challenges. Yeah, you could do vb.net. Oh, nice. Good to hear it, Code Show. But three types of challenges. Potentially, you have to be the first one to complete, or the fastest one. There's also shortest mode, which is you have up to 15 minutes, but you must complete the challenge in the least number of characters. And you probably can't do it in CSS. Maybe in SAS. SAS has functions, right? Oh yeah, no worries, Code Show. But yeah, they have Python, Rust, C#. I don't know do they have C# 9? That'd be pretty cool. That's like the latest and greatest, isn't it? Do they have Fortran? Yeah, so there's fastest, shortest, like least number of characters, and then the last one is reverse mode, where you're given the inputs and the outputs, and you have to figure out what code to write based on that. Yeah. I don't know if you can use assembly. Yeah, they use C# 7. Yeah. Shines Love with another gifted sub. 2, use all the things. Thank you. Thank you for that gifted sub. Congrats to use all the thing. Oh, I see. This right here. Yeah. Thanks, Shedot. I was trying to figure out, like, what's the best way to do these layers, because I'll show you this, too. This is me at a fake laptop. But the angle isn't quite right, so I need to commission a better angled a laptop from Shedot. Okay, I'm wasting time. So here we go. Free debugs is what it says. There's a sticker for it. And actually, I'll show you on my laptop. It's this sticker, free debugs. Okay. Now, fastest mode. So I'm already wasting time, but you have up to 15 minutes to complete this challenge. The first person to complete it wins, but we're all winners here because we're going to learn. And I'll show you how this site works. So over here, you can choose your language. I'm going to choose JavaScript because that's what I prefer, but there's a ton of other ones. Good morning, Murdoch. Welcome to the show. Here's the code. Your code goes here. And then here's the problem description. Let's figure it out. All right. Hopefully we have a good start to the day. So you are given in circles and their center's coordinates. Okay, so we have the center coordinates of n number of circles. Okay, on a 2-dimensional plane. The initial radius of the circles is 0, meaning it has no radius. So it's just the point that is the center of the circle. So they're just points. Okay, each turn, the radius will increase by 1, so they'll become a circle starting from turn 1. Okay, so radius becomes 1, and then I'm guessing it becomes 2. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Mr. Demon Wolf, for that focus mode. So there's no mods. There is no need to enable emote only mode, but I am going to go into 8 minutes of focus. So it'll be hard for me to see the chat, and I'm going to try to focus on this problem so that I can try to solve it. Okay, so we have points. Their radius increases on each turn, at which turn 2 or more circles will intersect for the first time. Oh, at which turn do all circles intersect with each other for the first time? This is hard. Print the answers of the questions separated by a space. Being tangent is also counted as intersecting. Well, that's even more difficult, because if the circles aren't overlapping but they're just touching, that's technically considered overlapping. Okay. Well, so you're given the number of circles, and you're given on the next in lines the coordinates of all of the centers. Yeah, so -1, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0. All right. And then we need to output 2 space-separated integers for the answers to the question. So the first question we need to answer is, at which turn do 2 or more circles intersect for the first time? Okay, we can figure this out. It's going to be hard, though. Can I do it in 12 minutes? I don't even know. This is going to be really tricky. But the code that's been provided for us already parses the input. So it gets in number of lines, and then we get each of the coordinates. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just create an array. Let's call it circles. And then for each coordinate, we're going to push it into the circle. So we'll say circles.push x. We're going to create an object that has that x and y coordinate. And then we'll also set up the current radius, which starts off at 0. So we're going to get a bunch of circles that have an xy coordinate, and all of the radiuses are zeros. Great. Now we have to do the work. And basically, we have to, on each iteration, increase the radius by 1, check to see if any of those circles are overlapping, and keep going. Yes, I see your flag. Polar fluke from South Africa. Yeah, nice. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna log, and I'll show you a tip for coding game is if you do console.error, it will not affect the logged answer, because the way your output works here is with console logs. So I'm gonna do this, and of course we're not figuring out the answer yet, but we do have an array of circles that all have their coordinates and have their radii. Now, the fact that there are negative coordinates here potentially makes this really tricky, but regardless, I need to look up some formulas. I need to look up, how do I detect if two circles are overlapping? How to detect if two circles are overlapping. Isn't it just find the smallest distance between any two centers? But not exactly, because the radius increases and you need to detect when they overlapped based on when their radius increases. And there's iterations, like on the first iteration, the radius increases to 1. How to check if two given circles touch or intersect each other. This is the formula we want, because it also mentioned that if the circles are tangent, meaning they're like side by side, it's technically intersecting. Oh, Larry's already figured it out. Larry and Sakamon have 100%. I have 9 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out, but I'll try my best. There are two circles, A and B, with their centers x1, y1, x2, y2, and a radius r1 and r2. All right, so we have all of this information. Now we need the formula. The distance between the centers is calculated as... maybe this is what SP Dean was talking about. So the distance between the centers is this. There are 3 condition areas. Circle A and circle B touch each other if that distance is equal to the 2 radii. Okay, that's some nice pseudocode. I like that. We'll figure this out. We have 9 minutes. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to create a function called is intersecting, and this takes in circle 1 and circle 2. And then it does this. Now, this is not valid code. We need to calculate the valid code. Or not calculate. We need to convert this pseudocode into actual code. So we'll say the distance d is the math.square root of x1 minus x2. So that will be circle 1 dot x minus circle 2 dot x, and then this whole thing is squared. Yeah, squared. And then we add that to the same thing with the y's. So we'll do circle 1 dot y and circle 2 dot y. So this needs to be circle 2. Yes, thank you, Murdoch. So, it's also spelled wrong. Circle 1 dot x minus circle 2 dot x, square root of that squared. Wait, no. What? What is this formula? Oh, the square root of the whole thing. Ah, okay, I have messed up. So, we take this difference, we square it, and then we add it to this squared difference. And we take the whole square root of that thing. All right, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Square root of the 2 x's subtracted squared plus the 2 y's subtracted squared. All right, that gives us the distance between the center. Okay, now, if the distance, so we have that. Now, if the distance is equal to the 2 radiuses radii add together, so circle 1 plus circle 2. Yeah, the square root of dx squared plus dy squared. That's it in simpler terms, for sure. So if the distance is equal to circle 1 dot radius plus circle 2 dot radius, then they touch each other. So we basically want to return that, or if the distance is greater than, oh no, so if A and B are not touching each other, okay, so we don't want to check for that. We just want to check if the distance is less than the two radiuses combined. Let's put this in a variable. Radius sum. Yep, and then Wolfie just mentioned we can check less than equal, because now if we're doing that, we can say distance less than or equal to the radius sum. All right, now let's just assume we coded this correctly. Now we need to actually use it. So I basically need to step through all of the iterations. So we'll say on each turn they increase by 1. So we'll say turn. Does turn start off at 0 or does turn start off at 1? Let's say turn starts off at 0. Welcome back, everyone. We're out of focus mode. We have 5 minutes left. I will maybe get this. Maybe. Let's say turn starts off at 0, and then we will have a while loop that increases the radius, and then calculates all of the distances between all of the circles, or calculates if they're intersecting. Yeah, Larry's been done for minutes. For minutes. So turn starts at 1. Let's say, so at which turn do 2 or more circles interact for the first time? So let's say intersect. So intersect turn. We'll start that off at 0 because we don't know if we don't know. I might have some spelling issues today. I think it's my keyboard. It's not me. It's my keyboard. Intersect turn. So the turn on which we intersect, we're gonna initialize it to 0. Yeah. Oh, and Denny 100% with Haskell. Very good. Now, at which turn do all circles intersect with each other for the first time? Okay, let's say. Actually, that doesn't really matter. We just keep on going until the radiuses are, until everything is intersecting. Okay, so we'll say. Do we want a while loop? Actually, we just kind of want a for loop. No, we want a while loop. There's some sort of while loop. We need to keep iterating. Oh, more focus mode. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll go into 8 more minutes. I mean, we'll probably end the focus mode, but I will try to figure this out. So basically, we need to iterate over all the circles in every turn. So in turn 1, we increase the radius of everything. So let's just say circles.forEach circle. We'll say that circle.radius plus 1 plus equals 1. So we're going to increase the radius by 1. Great. Now, we're going to say if circles dot sum. This will be circle 1. So we're going to iterate over all of the circles, and then for each circle we need to iterate over all the other circles. Yeah, this is very hard. So we need to I kind of want to do it with the sum. We could just do it with a for loop. We basically need to compare every circle with every other circle. I'll try to do it this way. So if some of them are intersecting. And thank you very much, John, with 10 more gifted subs. Insane. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna try to get it. I mean, we have 2 minutes. I'm probably not gonna get it, but we'll say circle dot sum with circle 2, and we'll say return circle 1 does not equal circle 2. And are they intersecting? So we'll say is intersecting circle 1 and circle 2. All right. Is this efficient? No. We have a we have a loop inside of a loop, and we're checking it in an if statement. So if that's the case, then we'll say intersecting turn equals the current turn. Then we increment turn, and now we need to figure out whenever all of them are intersecting with each other. Now, we need to do answer 1, so let's do the intersecting turn. Let's see if we at least get that right. Unexpected token. Oh. I'll say if intersecting turn should break out. Yeah, there was an empty while. Do I have an infinite loop? I have an infinite loop. All right, I didn't figure it out. I've done horribly wrong. Yeah, I broke. No, I mean, I timed out because I have an infinite loop in here somewhere. Because basically this right here was supposed to compare each circle to every other circle. Oh, I need to return this. That's why. Yeah, okay. So if you look at that. Found 2. I at least figured out the turn in which they intersect. I was actually really close to figuring out the turn in which all of them are intersecting. So, not so bad. Not so bad. All right. Let's pause the focus mode. I had it, but Rust didn't have power for floats. Oh no! All right, we got some follows. Thank you all for the follows. Digital Taco, thanks for being here. I think you asked if I like tacos. I do like tacos. I'm not eating tacos right now, but I eat breakfast tacos pretty often. Hello, Mohek. Thank you for that follow. And it's Owie. Thanks for being here. And Quinn Musk. Thanks for being here as well. Okay, was the goal to find the first and all intersect with 0 radii and a list of spawn points? Yeah, you need to find the first. So the radius increases by 1 on each turn, and you need to find the first turn in which they were more gifted subs. The She-Boss. Thank you so much. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Too kind. So much love today. I appreciate you all. I'm not a baller, but I can toss in 5. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Look at this. Is insane. Look at that scroll. So much support. I appreciate you all. Yeah, thanks for being here. Wow. Thank you, TanX, for that follow as well. Fish tacos are my favorite foods of all time. I used to eat a lot of fish tacos. I haven't recently, but I do like fish tacos. The thing is, I feel like eating fish in Colorado is weird because there's like no ocean nearby. We do have lakes. We have imported fish. I don't know. But yes, you needed to find the first turn in which any 2 circles are intersecting. And then you need to find the turn in which all circles are intersecting. That was the point of that thing. Keyboard shortcuts to control focus mode. Oh, that would be cool. I'd be for that. We could do it with Electron. Can you do this again with exclamation mark idea in front of it so it goes, so we don't lose it? Respect for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Larry did it in 3 minutes, 50 seconds. We're gonna see how they did it. Phoenix Rising with a gifted sub. Thank you, Phoenix Rising. And John with 5 tier 2? What? Are you made of money, John? What am I gonna do with you? Oh man. We were at 400 when the stream started. Is that real? Is this real life? I don't think this is real life. I am done. Okay, thank you, John. Thank you so much. That's insane. For now. And maybe today. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Hey, we don't want any copyright violations. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to review the top 3 solutions. Yeah, 40 subs in 20 minutes. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. We're going to review the top 3 solutions. We'll pick one that's in an interesting language, like, I don't know, Lua, C? Something like that. We'll look at that, and then we'll do another challenge. But Larry NY in first place. Again, another shout out for Larry NY. He streams as well. Check him out. He finished in 3 minutes and 50 seconds in Python. Let's take a look. All right. So, DJ CJ. Okay, so we get the number of lines that's in. We have A, which is an array. I think this is going to be, so this is going to be an array that has all of our circles in it. And then we're going to iterate up to N. We get X and Y from the input, and then we append to that array. And I guess this is a tuple. I'm not super familiar with Python, but I will preface that. I know some Python. Quick stretch. Quick posture check. You right, nice. So that's a tuple. We're putting a tuple with the XY coordinates. DS Legends with the gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, DS Legends. So much love today. I appreciate you all. Wow. Wow. Hello, C Mario. Welcome to the show. Okay, so we're gonna iterate. Oh, that's me. DJ CJ on a compact disc. Okay, so we're going to put the XY coordinates of every circle into this list or this array. All right, the min is 1E20. What is that? I mean, I know it's scientific notation, but that's... Oh, that's a really big number. Okay, I see. So it's a really big number. So we're setting the min to be the maximum possible, like a really, really big number, and then the max to a really small number. I see. So those are the default values, so that way we can overwrite them. Yeah, so 10 to the 19th power. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. And so now we're going to iterate up to N, and then, again, iterate up to N. To compare, so this is the nested loop that's going to compare one circle to every other circle. And so we have our distance formula. So x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. And then we do the maths. So we get our distance. The min distance is now going to be... Oh! Wait, what? Huh. Is that really what it was asking for? The distance. That makes sense. Okay, because I was thinking about it in terms of turns. So on each turn, it increases. But because the distance is only increasing by 1, it's technically the turn in which the minimum is the turn in which the two are intersecting, right? Do I understand that correctly, Larry? It works. Ship it. Yeah, because I mean the main. So what people are mentioning in the chat is if there was an even bigger distance than 1e to the 20, then this would have broke. But this is totally fine. Test. Yep. Yeah, basically one step you move 2 distance closer. Okay. Cool. Great work, Larry. That's awesome to see. All right. Sakamon, representing JavaScript, did it in 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's see how they did it. Read it in. Okay, cool. So this is very similar to what I did. We're pushing it into the array as an object. And, I mean, technically, I didn't have to keep track of the radius because all of the radiuses increase by 1 every turn. Yeah. The JavaScript code is way easier to read. And this is basically the same solution that Larry did, but just in JavaScript. So we have a really big number, infinity. We have a really small number, negative infinity. We iterate over the points and not all the other points. Calculate the distance, and then do math.min and math.max with those distances. This is a beautiful beautiful solution. I mean, what I was doing was checking to see if they intersect, and if they do, I kept track of that turn. Yeah. Yeah. These clashes make me want to get better at maths. Well, that's good. Because they make me afraid of maths. Cool, great work. And then Denny did it in Haskell. Now, I have a feeling I am not going to be able to read this solution at all. Haskell is a functional programming language. There are a lot of things in it that I don't quite understand. But let's see. Here we go. Already. Okay, so distance is a function that takes in a float, returns a function that takes in a float, and then returns a function that takes in a float. Don't scare the viewers. I mean, Haskell is absolutely learnable. There are a lot of people in the world that use Haskell, but it's very different from like more procedural style programming languages. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's different. It's very different. We got a follow though. Thank you to Mulgort. Thank you for that follow. Yeah. It's the same solution as the Python one, only in Haskell. Okay. Wish I had time to practice Kotlin because it's such a beautiful language. School and work eats up all of my time. Yeah, Kotlin seems cool. It's like a more hip Java, it seems like. Right? Okay, once you get Haskell, it's fun. I imagine it would be. Okay, so this is a function. This is the distance formula function. Haskell is different. any functional programming language is different because it's all about functions. Okay, so we have our distance function. Great. If we see dist later, we know what that's doing. Do not remove. So this is some of the pre-built-in code. And then these are the functions that allow us to read in. Let's replicate m. Circles. Circs? Is this a variable? Replicate. I told you, this is crazy. The line is going to be getting the current line. We say words with input line. So that's interesting. Words, I guess we'll split it on space. So word splits it on space, I think. And then okay, replicate m builds a list of length n with the stuff on the right. Oh, that's actually really cool. Yeah. So this here is going to do the business of actually parsing in each line of code. And because each item returns a tuple with x and y, that's going to be put into the variable called circs. So this is kind of like a map. This is kind of like a map. We're mapping over each line that we're reading, and then returning the xy. Cool. All right, now what? I have no idea. Magic. And thank you, Ellsworth. Thank you for that follow. It's in English and I still can't read it properly. Cool. But I will say this is cool to see as someone that may be new to programming, to know that there are other ways of doing things. And really, when you're solving things in a functional programming language, you kind of think about the problem differently. Though they did say they solved it in a similar way. So this is a list comprehension. I was going to say, I saw the brackets and it reminded me of list comprehension in Python. The list comprehension calculates all possible distances between all circles. Cool. So distances. We have, oh hey, Haskell. What's up, Indifferent Ghost? This is very monady. So I plus 1 length circles minus 1. So this is going to grab the last circle and then the next circle. I really have no idea. I need to spend some time learning Haskell. It's very functional. Okay, and then down here we're outputting the minimum distance and the maximum distance. Huh. This looks like every other line would have a bug in a production app. And thank you, Commander Knock. Thank you for that follow. All right, see you later, funny dude. Thanks for the supports. I think you, yeah, tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. See you later. Oh yeah, and the bits. 200 bits. Or as the Twitch streamers say, biddies. 200 biddies. All right, that's great. One day we'll spend an entire stream where I try to understand and write something in Haskell. To be fair, I wouldn't want to have code like that in my code base either, but it is fastest mode for sure. Yeah. So Denny finished it in 8 minutes and 50 seconds. In the real world, we'd write more readable code. All right, let's see something else. Nobody else got 100%. So let's keep moving. So that's a decent first start. I don't I'm okay with my performance because I at least figured out the turn in which two circles intersect for the first time. Yeah. Biddies. So I got it. Oh, did I share my code? Oh, I accidentally closed it. Come back. I want to show you my code. So we wrote this function to detect if two circles are intersecting. I'm proud of that. We also wrote this, which detects if one circle intersects with another circle. Yeah. So we at least figured out the intersecting turn. I'm proud of that. All right, let's do another one. Hello, Rogue Soul. Welcome to the show. Light mode. Yeah. I've coded in imperative style for the last 6 or 7 years, but now I really like a pure functional language like Haskell. The thing is, I feel like if I started to like it, I would just write unreadable code. You know, the thing is, I could be an ambassador for functional programming, though. I don't know if I want to be, but I could be, maybe. I don't know. So we're going to do a new clash. Here's the link. If you click that link, you can join us. Up to 100 people can join in on the clash. There's a ton of slots. If you're a beginner, I would say go ahead and why not join? Every now and then the problems are actually really easy to figure out. So give it a try. And if you can't figure it out, don't be discouraged because as you just saw, I'm a professional. I did not figure out that last one. So we're trying our best. I feel like the problem with most functional languages is that they don't have words. I mean, I feel like in any programming language, you can name your functions anything you want, right? Scala seems interesting. I've looked at that before. Yeah, I'm a professional. Professional coder. Oh, nice. We got a bunch of people joining. You know what, Crazy Alex? I do this during work, too. So St. Plays Things, they stream themselves playing Clash of Code every now and then. And I'll just take like a 5-10 minute break from work and do some clashes. Though I haven't in a few weeks, but I used to do that like every day. Yeah. Resend the link. Here you go. No, the thing is, all of my cowork... John has upped his subscription to a tier 3. Well, John, I think you're one of like 3 people that is now a tier 3. Yeah, the last time I was in St. Play stream, my dog typed on my keyboard and it looked like an OAuth token. Oh, and thank you, Atsogu, for that Twitch Prime sub. But tier 3, I think, is this emote. I think only tier 3 can use this emote. It's my face. Professional noob. All right, we're about to get started. Murdoch with the 15 bits. Thank you very much, Murdoch. Appreciate you. Small support. Hey, any support counts. Any support at all is amazing. Okay, shortest mode. All right. So we have roughly 15 minutes to solve this problem. However, it's not who can do it the fastest. It's who can do it in the least number of characters. So if you look over here on the right, there's a code size. And that's basically how many characters you've used to solve the problem. And comments count. So remove the comments. I'll give you a quick tip about JavaScript. Instead of doing console.log, you can do print. And this only works on Coding Game. If you try print anywhere else, it'll try to print the document. But you can do this, and it's shorter characters. But basically, you want this to be the smallest number possible, and you have up to 15 minutes to solve it. All right, here we go. Help command? What's a help command? All right, so here's the problem. Imagine a sequence with a length of L containing integers from 0 to L1. This sequence will then undergo L1 rounds. DS Legends, thank you very much for those bits. Appreciate you. This sequence will undergo L1 rounds of transformation by a simple rule. On the ith round, the last I-1 elements remain still, while the rest of the sequence being reversed. I already don't like this. It's so vague. Maybe we'll figure it out. But what's up, Uber Drive By? Welcome. Yeah, we gotta do more maths. All right, I did not comprehend that paragraph, but we're gonna keep reading anyways, and we'll go back. Your mission is to track down the integer in and output its index in the final sequence. To further illustrate this process, let's look at an example. Examples are good. They help us understand the problem. In this example, we have a sequence with a length of 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. I understand that. We have to track down the element 3. We transform the sequence by the rule. On round 1, the entire sequence is reversed. Okay? On round 2, the last one element remains still while the rest being reversed. So we go from this to reverse. I see. And then we take the remaining items and then reverse it again. On round 3, the last 2 elements remain. And then we reverse these 3. On round 4, the last 3 elements remain. And then we reverse those 2. We can see the element 3 has an index of 1 in the final sequence. Thus, the output should be 1. Okay, this is not so bad. This is not so bad. And actually, I don't know how much math is actually involved. Stop it. Stop running commands you don't have permission to run. Yeah, and IG Poke says, really hard to understand the prompt for a French guy. Yeah, so someone whose English is not your first language, this is tricky. But the example really, really helps us out. So we have a list of numbers. We need to reverse that list of numbers. Then we keep the last element in the array in the same place, and then we reverse the rest of the elements. Then we keep the last 2 in the same place, and we reverse the rest of the elements. Then we keep the last 3 in the same place, reversed the last 2 elements. Hey, welcome, Majestic Eye. So basically, on each iteration, we're reversing just a subsection of the array. And once we've done that, in the last... once all the iterations are done, we then have to say what index is the element that we're searching for. So we get, our input is 2 space-separated integers, L and N. L is the length of the sequence, and N is the integer to track. So we'll have a sequence length 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need to say what is the index of 3 after all of the permutations. Is that a good way to put it? Ubish says it interleaves it like lowest highest. Yeah, so if we look at the final form, this is the final form. The initial form is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the final form is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably a faster way to get to this permutation, but I'm just going to go with the way that they describe it. Odd numbers insert in array and join with intersecting remaining numbers. Maybe. Majestic Eye, we've jumped 50 subs this one stream, roughly. Yeah, John has just gifted so many. Can we count them up? John. 10? 20? 5? 35? John has gifted 35 subs. The She-Boss with 5 gifted subs. We've gotten a ton. Yeah. I appreciate you all. Okay, yeah, I think we can do this, though. And thank you, Mumar Wolf, for that follow. And Ubish, thanks for the follow. 47? Oh, do I have a total count? Where's my total count? I don't know. I'm wasting time. We only have 9 minutes left. But, so we read in, and this is shortest mode, so this is going to probably be really hard to read, but basically I need to do this. So inputs is that, and then we split it, and actually I can do this. I can say L and N equals that. And I don't need to turn them into integers. And so that should read in the 2 numbers. And it does, 5, 3. So that's good. We'll clean this up a little bit. Not clean it up. I mean, we're going to make it shorter with that. And then we have L. So that's the sequence that we need to generate, or the sequence that we need to start doing thing. And then N is the number that we need to look for afterwards. So we need to first generate the sequence. So let's just call it S, and that's going to be all the numbers from 0 up to L. And we could do it in reverse. I mean, I won't have much time to redo this, but I'm going to do this. I'll say array.from length. We're going to call this length so we can reuse it. And then this accepts a callback with each value and each index. And we actually just want to return the index. And so that will give us an array with the values 0 up to the length, right? So if I print S here, this should be an array that goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so here we go, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we need to start doing the thing. And how many iterations are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 cycles. And so that would be length minus 1 cycles. Mr. DevKing with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, Mr. DevKing. Appreciate you. And Stanley Inc., thanks for that follow. 71 characters and still golfing. Hey, you stop it. I'm trying my best. Okay, so we have the array itself. Now we need to do iterations. So we kind of need to loop. I guess I'll just do a while loop. We'll say, and we need a counter. Starts off at 0. So we'll say while that counter is less than length. And then we need to do something. So we'll say we need to take the last one element, or so the last in number of elements. Wait. Yeah. The last in number of count number of elements. Keep it in place, but reverse the rest. So I think what we'll do is this. We'll say S equals S dot slice from 0 up to length minus count. And at this point, I think it would make more sense to just call this L. I could possibly use map. I like the idea of doing a slice of the array because I could slice it from 0 to length minus count and then reverse that and concatenate onto it S sliced from negative count. Like that. Count plus plus. And if we print S, this should be each of the iterations. Length is not defined. Oh, this is now L. So we get, oh, well, that's not right. That's completely and totally wrong. We only concat it if, oh, sorry. We need to go from that to the end? Let's call this R for reversed, because that should be the reversed section. I think. You don't return the result, you just print it out. That's the way coding game works is it's looking for printed values. I don't know if I'm going to get this one. We only have 4 minutes left. Let's just look at R. Let's make sure that that's happening right. Reverse your code. So here we go. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0. So is that, do we have that section right? So we have the reversed. We then have the, so no, this is wrong. This is very wrong. I should just do it manually. I'm not going to be able to get this in shortest mode. So look, Atomic Energy is currently in first place with 408 characters. On round 1, the entire sequence is reversed. Kobe with 71 characters. Ah. Okay. Reinitialize R. Yeah, so R equals s dot slice. Oh, I see. I mean, kind of, we need this. This is what we need. I only have 2 minutes left. I don't think I'm going to get it, but is this right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. That's right. Okay, now all we need is the rest of the array concatenated onto the end of it. And it's the original values. Yeah. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So we kept the previous value on the end. So say if C is greater than 0, then S equals S dot concat. Well, no, because we need the previous. Let's call it E. So the end of it is going to be S dot slice negative count, like that. E. So we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 3, 2, 1, 4, 0, 2, 3, 1, 4, 0. We have done it. But we only go to L minus 1. Yeah, so we have all of them, and then we just want to print s dot find index. Return it quick. Find index of in. Does that work? How does find index work? Index of. -1? Do we want the absolute value? What? Oh. Because I need to make it a number. Yeah, okay. Okay. Does it work? Yes. Yes. No. Have I broken it? Oh, no, it worked for 1,000. It's going to time out for large numbers. All right, it timed out for large numbers so well. Yeah, this mode is so shortest mode is very hard in like C# and C++. I was very close. Let's see what percentage I get. I think it's calculating. It's gonna time out for some of them, but I at least got the smaller ones right. I didn't have time to optimize. Okay. Thank you. Oh, we got quite a few follows. Thank you, MeshX and Equinox and Yvonne. And Durkowicz, thank you all for those follows. I appreciate you. Let's see. Where am I in all of this? 0%? Oh no, my results are still pending. 60%. Not so bad. Not so bad. It was... John, come on. 10 gifted subs. And thank you, Hack, for that follow. And Mertkulek for that follow. But John, again with the gifted subs, I appreciate you so much. Was that back to back, or did Streamlabs mess up? No, five gifted. Okay. I think Streamlabs is just confused. Streamlabs is super eager, right? Cool. But thank you so much, John. I appreciate you. I mean, I got 60%. This is an okay coding day. And thank you, Babu, for that follow. Gaming Diamond, this is Clash of Code. We just finished a Clash. We're about to do another one. But if you do !Clash, you can get a link to the website. Streamlabs. I tried Lua, then got confused. All right, we're going to take a look. So I'm at the last second. I figured it out, but probably the reason that my solution timed out is for really big numbers, we have to calculate this entire, like we basically have to iterate to calculate every single permutation of the array. Whereas as people were mentioning, there's probably like an optimized way to basically say, okay, given this input array, what is the output array without having to calculate each reverse concat. So that's why mine only worked 60% of the time. All right. SB Dean says, still trying to figure out the UI, giving an error of you crashed your spaceship. I haven't seen that error before. I'll try to explain it on the next one, how all the stuff works, because there's a bit more that I haven't done. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to review the top 3, and then we'll maybe pick one more to review. But Struct, if you could click share on your code, I want to take a look. Struct did it in Ruby in 48 characters. It's crazy. Hello, Mitzik. Welcome to the show. Yeah, John is being super generous today. Thank you. I appreciate you, John. I really do. I don't know how I can show that, but I think thank you for those gifted subs. Thank you so much. And Brizzy with the follow. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. So Struct has shared their code. Ruby. Ruby is a programming language. It is. Yes, that's what it is. All right, let's take a look. Oh my goodness. So we read in L and N. I don't even have a cat. So we read in L and N, and then we just do some weird stuff. So let's try to break down what's happening here. Is this a ternary? What's up with that colon? So if N is less than L divided by 2. Hello, Ucorpus, who says, I just found you on YouTube doing some coding stuff. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for being here. So it is a ternary. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the question mark. I was like, where's that ternary happening? Okay. We'll VIP John. We will, because John's been here a while, and they're just throwing money at me. John for VIP. John for VIP. Here's the thing. I don't just VIP anybody who throws a bunch of money at me. John's been here a while. John 123276. All right. So this is a ternary. If n is less than or equal to the total length divided by 2, then we do a negative length minus 2 times n, and then what does the tilde do? Is that bit shifted in some way? Yeah, and welcome, John. Welcome. Me next. Hey, don't ask for subs. Don't ask for subs. Cool. Can anybody explain what's happening here? Are you in the chat, Struct? L minus 1. Tilde. I mean, I know that it does some sort of bit shifting in JavaScript. Ruby, tilde operator. Bitwise? I'm done for now, and I did save for today as well. Maybe when I'm able next time, I'm feeling this energetic. Well, I really appreciate it, John. And Shine's Love with the gifted sub as well. Here's the thing. Shine's Love has been gradually gifting subs for a very long time. And they always gift to people that ask for it. Don't ask for it. But Flyboy, you have been gifted a sub. Okay, so we were looking at the tilde operator. Tilde? Binary ones complement operator. Okay, so here we go. Tilde of minus L equals L minus 1. Negative tilde L equals L plus 1? Maybe that syntax was lost in the chat. Oh yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mr. Demon Wolf. Can we get some? I want you to send all of your heart emotes that you have. So I have the coding 5 heart. That's the coding garden heart. What else? Oh, I have the C# heart. So C# Fritz, he's a member of our live coders team. What else do I have? We've got the Seth heart, Seth Drums. Shout out Seth Drums. He's a really cool streamer. I think that's all the hearts that I have. Oh yeah, there's the pecan heart, Boga Pecan. It doesn't have the name heart in it, but it's that. Those are my heart emotes. Cool. Look at all the hearts, and thank you, Mukes, for that follow. Anybody else have the Boga Pecan? Pride hearts. Oh yeah. I guess that's built into Twitch. Oh, there's more. There's more. Yeah, I wonder why it doesn't show up as heart though. Oh, because it's like bleed purple and other things like that. Okay, cool. Nice. Cool. Chat is in slow mode because there are 216 people watching right now. And if it wasn't in slow mode, then people would take advantage of that. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to understand this. So the tilde operator. Binary 1's complement operator is unary and has the effect of flipping the bits. So this flips the bits. So somehow there's a property of this that's going to give us the index. Otherwise, that's the index. Can you mention, like, where did this formula come from? Anybody? We got a few redemptions. Yeah, thank you, L30, for that hydrate. Luis for the hydrate. Appreciate you. And Mr. Demon Wolf with the hydrate. And the break. We'll take a break soon. Soon. Not right now, but soon. Oh, posture check. Thank you. You know, I've been sitting really weird lately. I tend to, like, lean. I need to get a better setup here. But thank you. It's like a reverse perfect shuffle. A well-known bit operation trick. Okay. That's good. Would I mind logging into the DistTwitch website and just mod the bot so I can use it to mod? Oh, yeah. Do I have to download the app, though? Yeah, see you later. See you soon, John. Soon. Thank you, King Bubbles, for that follow. We got a bunch of hydrates. This is not going to turn into the hydrate like last time. Login plus mod should be enough. How do I get there? So DistTwitch Chat is an app created by Saint Plays Things and David Snyder. The Big Zip returns. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll take a 5-minute break to take sips. Is what we're gonna do. DistTwitchChat.com. Okay, give me one moment. Is me. I'm in the pixel world. Yeah. I don't think you were here at the beginning, Andrew, just to see this. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, same place things. I've logged in. Yeah, I could add the dog, but there's a lot of stuff on the screen. What do I need? What do I do now? Same place things. Is there a bot name? Best dog. Yeah, I basically posture. I basically took all the assets that SheDot created and extracted them into different layers so it could look like I'm behind the desk and I have that behind me. Yeah. And thank you, Axtini, for that posture check. Same place thing says, apparently we got a bug. Okay, so I'll show you really quick. I mean, I'm technically logged into the dashboard, but I think, do I need to like add the bot or something like that? I don't know. But I need to review these solutions. So this is some bitwise operator magic that I don't understand. We heard in the chat this is well known, but we're gonna keep moving. Let's see if Kobe did the same thing. Yeah, Kobe did the same. Looks like a similar thing. That Ruby thing is insane. 0001 of any index, the reverse bits is the opposite. Oh, maybe that. I don't know if this is what it is actually happening, but if you take the bits of everything in an array that goes from 0 to up to some number, you convert each thing into bits, reverse the bits, and that is the index of that number in the array after the permutations. Is that what we're saying here? Because that's just crazy. Oh, thank you, Oxdini. Thanks for being here. But the background is giving off blue clues kind of feel. Oh, well, I will say, first, shout out Instafluff, because Instafluff gives off Blue's Clues feels to me. I was, when I first found his stream, I was mesmerized. Instafluff. Click that link, follow. He'll probably be streaming, if he's not already streaming, he'll be streaming today. But yeah, his stream definitely reminds me of that. And I am not trying to rip him off. This is, I mean, we're pixelated and stuff like that. But it would be cool if we had a lot more stuff that was themed in this way. And yeah, we could do like, I don't know, like coding in the pixel world. I don't know. It's pretty cool. All right, let's keep moving. Well, first off, we got some follows. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Imoris and Nano. Thank you for those follows. I might have missed some follows, and I'm sorry if I did, but I appreciate you. We have a few stretches and some hydrates. We're going to do a break after I review these solutions, and then we'll get into it. And hello, Storm. Mine is just math derived from what the switch positions for a short array showed me. Oh. Oh. So, the center, yeah, so the center index is a-1 divided by 2. If b is greater than the center index, do this, otherwise do that. I might be a little bit bigger. I might have enlarged myself. I haven't grown, but I may have increased the size of my video. And good morning, Shuchi. Watching y'all code makes me feel like I'm never going to break into the industry. I'm okay with coding and knowledgeable about barriers. No, I agree. So there's no way that I could have or would have solved it in this way. I mean, I just think like a programmer, so I think in terms of iteration and function calls. I don't think in a mathy way. And I don't, if an interviewer wanted me to solve something in this way, that's not the kind of job that I would want. So there's that. I'm terrified of the coding interview. The thing is, it really varies depending on what kind of a company you apply to, because a lot of companies don't test your math knowledge. They just test, can you build apps? Like, if you've already been in industry and you have experience, that's usually what they're testing for. Yeah. People don't code like this professionally. I agree. Unless it's required for optimization purposes, which is rare these days. I mean, is it? I don't know. In my field, that's rare. All right, Larry NY in third place with Python. They did it in 352 characters, so I have a feeling that they have not. They didn't do bitwise stuff, but we'll see. Let's take a look. Interesting. Oh, that's unfortunate, French drop, but just keep on trying. The thing is, the thing about applying for jobs is you just keep getting rejected until you get an offer. Like, that's just how it works, and it's unfortunate, but just keep trying. Okay, so read in L and in. If L mod 2 is equal to 1, so if the length is odd, do this, otherwise do that. We take the absolute value of n minus L floor division of 2. Shines love with a gifted sub to French Drop. Congrats, French Drop, and thank you very much, Shines love. Thanks for sharing the love. Yeah, I have so many rejections in my email. That's unfortunate. But yeah. Oh, is this a bot command? Cool. Where'd that come from? Murdoch? Yeah, and thank you to everyone for joining the community. And what's up, Counterin? And thank you, Every, for that follow. I had my first technical interview yesterday, and it was actually not scary at all. Just don't be afraid to say you don't know something, and it makes everything so much less intimidating. Yeah, it's really hard. I don't know. So I'm someone and the type of person that used to get very, very nervous in actually most social situations. So especially interviews. And it's just like my body's reaction to it. So even though I know that I shouldn't be nervous and that I'm going to do what I'm going to do, it's like a physical reaction that I cannot control. However, I've been in situations like that more and more throughout my career. And I don't know if it's like life scenarios or what, but now I just don't care. Like, I will show up to the interview. I know that I know what I know. I've prepared as much as I'm going to prepare, and we're just going to do this thing. So I've basically convinced myself that I shouldn't start sweating. I shouldn't get nervous because we're in it. We're here. It's going to happen. If I get the job, I get it. If I don't, I don't. However, I haven't always thought that way, and it took a long time to get into that state of mind. But yeah, I think like once you can achieve that, then it makes it a lot easier for the interviewers as well, because they can just see you in your natural state instead of seeing you very nervous, which is different than how you'll actually be on the job. But I don't know. I did not solve Hexbeam. I'm going to attempt that next Wednesday. Tons of gifts. Tons of gifts. Oh, you're logging everything. Nice. Nice, Murdoch. I haven't even been brave enough to apply. I'm trying to graduate first. Ah, okay. Andrew Bot. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say most programmers. I mean, there's a Venn diagram of socially anxious people and programmers, and there are some people who are socially anxious and programmers, but not all programmers are socially anxious. Hey, what's up, Alka? How you doing? Explain your thought process, explain the direction you're going, even ask for help if you're stuck. Yep. I mean, the thing, I mean, maybe that's also my mindset is like when you're going into an interview, these are potentially people that you're going to be working with. So instead of treating it like they're higher up than you or they're better than you and you're just trying to prove yourself to them, if you approach it from a more collaborative perspective, and from the idea that eventually you might actually be working with these people. Like, what if you were on a team with these people and you were tasked to do something? How would you handle that? And the She-Boss with a gift sub, thank you so much. I thought you were done. To Client Telephone, much appreciated. Yeah. I'm always nervous in social situation interviews. I overthink too much. I used to too. You know how when, I mean, this usually happens like in work functions and things like that, where everyone's going around the table and just introducing themselves, like, what is your name and what do you do here? Like, that used to be so frightening to me. Like, especially if I were like the last one, like the pressure's just building up. Oh no, I'm going to have to say my name, and then I'd have to do it. But like, I would have a physical reaction to having to do something like that. But, I actually don't know what happened, but now I'm just kind of used to it. It's like, I am who I am. There's no pressure in just saying what my name is. But yeah. Yeah, and like that's like textbook anxiety is like you are nervous or anxious, and then you think about being nervous or anxious, and you think about how nervous and anxious you are, and it's just a loop. It's a worry loop. Yeah. And Larry says, tell your interviewers you're nervous. Usually that works for me to make myself not nervous. Interviewers are people and they understand you're nervous. I think that's it's one potential thing that will help you get at least calm the nerves in an interview is interviewers know that people get nervous. They just know it. And a good interviewer will do everything in their power to make the interviewee comfortable so that they can basically perform at their best. Because I don't, interviews are weird. It's like it's out of the context of actual being on the job and working. And when you're on the job and working, you're comfortable. You're doing your best. But in interviews, it's not always that way. I don't know. Yeah, I can do that. Imagine the interviewer in their underwear. Part of that is maturity. I mean, it could be just like I've been alive for a long time, so I just got used to all that stuff. You know, like old people, they like just don't care. Like they just do whatever they want. They just don't care. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm 75, but still. I'm scared of applying because either they require a degree or experience. Well, if you have a decent portfolio, that's usually good enough. Oh, hey, no worries, Murdoch. I'm trying to. I think it. My overlay should keep track of them. Let me know if this number ever goes down. It shouldn't, though. Cool. When I interviewed people, I purposely asked questions that I knew they wouldn't know the answer to, but I was looking for the answer. I'm not sure, but I'd research it to find out. Yeah, I mean, you just want to make sure that people have humility. Like they're not going to try and BS every single answer and just say like, I don't know. I don't know that. And thank you, Buccaneer Dev, for that follow. We got a few other follows too. I'm 2 minutes behind on chat. Hey, Viewlancer, thank you for that host. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Have you heard of the programming language Yerba? That's not a real program. This is Yerba Mate. I mean, and Yerba Mate is a tea. But if somebody was like, oh yeah, I think I've heard of that, that's not a good sign. I always say, I am an IT ninja. Yeah! So like you pump yourself up. And thank you, Osniro, for that follow. The world is a lot less scary than you think it is. It really is, and nobody knows what they're doing. Like if you're from the outside looking in, it appears like there's all these people that kind of have their stuff together and they know what they're doing. But no, everybody's winging it. Nobody knows what they're doing. Just live. Just be. Do your best. Can you show us your resume? It's been a while since I had to have a prepared resume. Yeah. After a while, you don't care as much anymore, and the stronger you get, the more interviews you will reach, so it wouldn't be as serious as you felt before. Yeah, it's practice, repetition. Can I try learning a new framework or language? I think it would be cool to see how someone with experience learns new things. Yeah, I haven't really done anything serious. I've learned new frameworks, but I've mainly stayed in my comfort zone with JavaScript. We were mentioning earlier that it'd be cool to see me learn Haskell, because right now when I look at Haskell code, I have no idea what I'm looking at, so there's that. Coming from someone that used to give interviews, when I applied to a few places, knowing that most of the places I applied to use the same interview formula, my first response would answer all their following questions. Did I cheat the system? Well, it's always fun to throw the interviewer for a loop, because like they're prepared in a way to like ask certain questions or ask them in a certain order, and if you just answer everything all in one go, they kind of don't know what to do. I don't know. It's really tricky when English isn't your first language and you're also trying to learn all this stuff and get a job. But I would say like that's just another skill you have to practice. I know there are a lot of Discords and online forums where you can practice speaking English with other people. And then I think again, practice, repetition, that's really how you get better. And thank you, RWX David, for that follow. There's another one. The thing is, if I click this button, I'm going to lose my scroll. There you go. Confidence! Yeah, it's, for the most part, the stuff you learn in college isn't usually directly applicable to your job. A lot of things you have to learn on the job, which is why people say, like, it doesn't matter or you shouldn't go to college. But for some industries, the interview process is tailored towards people that have gone and gotten a degree, which is weird because you're asking and interviewing about things that aren't necessarily what you're going to be doing on the job. I don't know. That's where we're at in the computer science, software engineering world. Hello, Katoli. Welcome. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's practice, right? If you're making YouTube videos, then you have to practice speaking English. Potentially, you're like writing scripts for your videos. It's all about repetition, practice and repetition. This is good conversation. We're not solving katas, but it's fun to talk about this stuff. And I'm still 2 minutes behind on chat. Here we go. Would you be able to write this program in Chicken, like some made up thing? I've talked with my lead about interviews because he's the main interviewer, and he said BSing or not being willing to admit you don't know is such a turnoff on a candidate. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it in your day-to-day, like if that person was actually sitting next to you at work and they're on your team, and they're just BSing everything, they're not they don't necessarily like know the answer, or they're potentially telling the client or telling the non-technical people that, oh yeah, that's easy, we'll get that done, when they really have no idea. You don't want that kind of person on your team or at your company. Mate is a desktop environment. Oh, that'd be a good answer. But I called it yerba. I think so I'm gonna take a brunch break. I'm not actually gonna eat. I'm gonna eat breakfast, but it's just gonna be a late breakfast. But I think I'll come back and we will just answer questions on Vox. And there are some career questions on here, but that will be after this. We're gonna do like at least three more Clash of Codes. And thank you El Pasorio for that follow. Appreciate you. Just bring an Uno reverse card to the interviewer and surprise. Reverse. I have not used Rust. No, I've seen Brick Zerker, who's a former coworker, and he's a Twitch streamer. He uses Rust, but I haven't tried it. I learned all my English from the internet. Yeah, nice. From Iron Maiden lyrics, nice. Usually, like if you're trying to present yourself as a web developer, your portfolio should be a public-facing website, and then your GitHub profile is kind of a part of that portfolio. In that, if somebody goes to your GitHub profile, they can see your public projects, they can see your commit history. Now, that's not required, but if you don't have a college degree, or if you don't have a degree in computer science or something relevant to being a software developer, having a decent GitHub profile and having a good public profile are really how the company, the hiring manager is going to know that you can actually do what you're saying that you can do if you don't have the job experience, basically. Yeah. I'm graduating in December and they've prepared me for nothing. I know exactly how you feel. So I guess, I mean, you've mentioned that you've been learning Java, so are you getting a computer science degree? But yeah, the thing is, a lot of companies realize that computer science graduates kind of just know theory and they don't really know how to do anything useful. So they're prepared to spend a few months training you. And I mean, that's how my first job was. I got a degree in computer science. I went to work at my first job, and the first 3 months I was just learning C#. I was also learning object-oriented programming because I never really learned that in getting my computer science degree. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Alka. My pixel desk. Oh, I don't know if you saw this, Alka, but you'll like it. Yeah, chicken probably is a real language. I'm way behind on chat. I gotta catch up. I typed y equals -1 instead of y equals -1. That'll do it. We have very few measurements for quality of code. Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective, which is tricky. Yeah, anyone can tell. Anyone can tell, for sure. Oh, 10 lines of code for the hex beam. So this is the code kata that we were trying last episode. Oh, can you remind me what the bot name is? Yes, cool. How much does solving problem matter in interviews? That's probably if anything, that's the thing you should prepare for most. Is and be able to be able to solve problems and be able to talk through your problem solving process. And we're gonna hold on to this hydrate because we're gonna take a quick break. Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you, El Pastorio. Thanks for being here. Skip to the next question. If I get a job, I'll donate 100 subs. You don't have to do that, but feel free to. So we actually added a career help channel on the Discord. So if you want like a resume review or a portfolio review or something like that, feel free to post a link in there. Yeah. Oh, minor. That's just like me. I got a computer science degree with a minor in math. What should I do if I signed an NDA and my public GitHub is empty? You're kind of out of luck. I mean, so I used to teach at a coding school, and basically we would come up with projects for the students to do. I mean, we would give them a prompt. They'd have to come up with what are they going to build based on certain requirements, but basically you just come up with things to build so that way you can fill out your portfolio. Because yeah, if you've signed an NDA, then the things that you're working on can't necessarily be on your GitHub portfolio. Which is why I was mentioning earlier that not everyone needs a GitHub portfolio, but if you don't have the work experience, it's kind of one of the only ways to show employers that you have experience. All right, we're gonna take a break. I gotta catch up. Morning, Revive Newt. Five gifted subs. Thank you so much. We have just jumped today with so many gifted subs, but I appreciate you, Revive Newt. Thank you so much. Nice. Thank you. Let's see. I dropped out of college because it felt like such a waste. Yeah, it's tricky though. I also thought college was a waste, but I finished because I knew that I'd have a really hard time finding a job if I didn't have a college degree. I do not like organized and traditional education. It's not a good thing. I copied it, but I think I copied something else. Oh no, there it is. Cool. There you go. Yeah. So here's the thing. 75% here. So this is like slightly dishonest, and you probably shouldn't do this, but you can still put that you went to that university on your resume. I've seen people do this. Now, you need to be able to back it up. You need to be able to actually code, and you need to be able to solve problems, and you need to have a good portfolio. But you can at least, if you don't put a graduation date on your resume, it's like slightly lying. I mean, it's kind of lying. But Shines Love with the gifted sub to Dis Twitch chat. Whoa. I don't know how necessary that was. But yeah, you can say, I went to this university, but just don't put a graduation date. And you're technically not lying. They just need to ask about it. And if they ask about it, don't lie. I did not learn about object-oriented programming in getting a computer science degree. Traditional education is failing. I mean, it's probably better now than when I got a computer science degree, but yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, and that, like something like this is awesome because the company is actually paying you to learn. Like you're getting a full salary and you're learning at the same time. It's a win-win. Yeah, I'm way behind on chat. I gotta catch up, and then we're gonna take a break. What if you're really good at coding, then really bad at explaining? Then it's something you need to work on because being a TED Talks with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, TED Talks. I appreciate you. But being a professional coder typically means that you're working on a team, and to work on a team, you need to be able to communicate. And if you can't communicate, then you're gonna have a really hard time working with others. So it's really just something that you need to work on. Or just be a freelancer, work alone. That's an option. It really is an option. You don't necessarily have to work on a team. But that said, as a freelancer, you still have to interface with clients. I don't know. I'm not even in college. Yeah, I don't comment on all of them. I'm just trying because like we had a good conversation going, so I'm at least trying to acknowledge everyone that's talking about it. And thank you again, Revive Newt, for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. Pog. It's not quite happening yet, but well, today might be a little bit different because we've gotten 68 subs in the past 52 minutes. So that's definitely more than I make in my my real job. Thank you very much for the bits, Revive Newt. Oh, we did. We passed 6543 followers. I don't have a goal right now. I don't know what the goal should be for in terms of numbers. Dis Twitch chat is a bot that Saint Plays and David are working on. At what rate would I need to send chat messages that CJ never has time to read them all? Well, I'm gonna start scrolling. We learn more here than we do at university. I'd rather give you my tuition money. Well, I appreciate that. Eventually, so I have a full-time job right now, and so streaming is just a side thing. But eventually, I want to figure out a way to do. They would sort of be live streams, but basically we could all be in it. There could be a select few people every stream, not always the select few people, but kind of like an online workshop. But it's also a live stream so that other people can participate. So kind of like an interactive remote online class. I don't know. I've talked about that before. I want to do something like that eventually, though. Yeah. It's like that in a lot of places in the world. Like, people with degrees might actually get paid a little bit more, and it's possible to get a job without the degree, but most companies prefer it. Yeah. Exactly. It's only lying if they ask about it and use, because that was earlier when we were mentioning, well, you technically did go to that school, but you didn't graduate. Just don't put the graduation date, and don't say that you did graduate. Oh, nice. Magnus got a job interview via your CodePen account. That's the other thing. Like, any of these social coding websites are another place that you can direct uh, hiring managers and such to, because it's part of your portfolio. Yeah. Yeah. My first job, I got trained after being hired, sort of. I mean, I kind of had to teach myself a lot of things, but yeah. We're gonna take a break now. We're getting caught up. And thank you, Tovek, for that follow. Oh, we're on a hype train? Well, my friends. Level 3 already. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all the supports. Computer science teaches you to do research on the area. Yeah. And that's the main thing about being a programmer and being a software developer is knowing how to learn or learning how to learn, because your entire career is essentially spent learning things. It's, I mean, I don't know what industry. I mean, there are some industries where you kind of learn the things you need to learn, and then you just use those skills for the rest of your career. But in programming and software development, you're always learning. You're always learning the latest tech. I mean, programming languages are evolving, all that good stuff. And thanks again, Revive Newt, for the bits. And Refactor, thanks for the 100 bits. And Duza Gordon, thank you for that follow. Allender, thank you for that follow. The goal should be 66666. Well, maybe. Live classrooms, yeah. The ability to work on my team is where I'm hoping my age will come in handy rather than cripple me. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, so I've mentioned this before. I used to teach at a coding school, and we had some older students. I mean, the age ranges of my students was from like 18 all the way up to like 65. But for the older people, even though they're technically getting hired and going in as a junior developer, and great work, everyone. Hype Train success. Level 2, thank you very much. But even though they're technically getting hired as a junior developer, they have a ton of real world experience, like working with people and being on teams and communicating. And so as like a full grown human being with that many years just being in the world, you actually have a little bit more to offer than like a fresh college grad who's never really worked on a team before or worked at a company. So yeah. I would say that is something that companies will definitely appreciate. And thank you for that follow, Zrovi. I want to do an online hackathon. I'm part of a planning team for Hackalong, but I don't even know if that's going to happen. Yeah. Similar, but it would potentially be paid. I'm just looking for alternative sources of revenue. I love what Mastermind is doing, but everything is free. So this would kind of be like pay $5 to be a part of a like a one-time workshop where we do something like JavaScript basics, or we learn the basics of Vue.js or something like that. And I do want it to be shorter term and kind of like time boxed, because if it's longer term, people will drop off. And I want I want people to pay money so that that way that they're invested, and it makes sense to have them on like a video call or something like that instead of just a live stream like this. Yeah, we're behind on chat. We're getting there. Thank you again, Refactor, for the bits. Bonaniki, thank you for that follow. Wrap left and center on the page. I don't know what that is in reference to. Software changes so quickly that it's impractical to learn everything once. Exactly. You learn how to learn, and then you continue learning throughout your career. I don't, but a lot of YouTubers have done a video on like computer science degree in 12 minutes. I should do a video, computer science degree in 12 hours, because that's how long it would take me to talk about all the courses I took. Oh, 7331 follower. I like that. It's the reverse of elite. I like that. We're gonna park that message. We should do something. I agree. And thank you, Sarawa, for the follow. We did it! We're caught up on chat. Oh, and nice, Revive Nude. I'd love to have you there. But first of all, can we get some, again, we're going to, again, with the heart emotes in chat. So I'll tell you all mine. We got the Coding 5 heart. We've got the C# Fritz heart. We've got the Seth Drums heart. We got the Boga Pecan. I think that's all the hearts that I have. Oh yeah, and then we have the Pride hearts too. Pride. But just send all the heart emotes you have in the chat, because we've gotten so much support today. It's kind of overwhelming. And I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's a lot of pride. I don't know if I can get all of these. We'll get the main ones. There we go. Well, not the main ones. Some of them. Oh, look at that. Heart eyes and all that good stuff. Good stuff. Actually, I didn't realize. I mean, there's probably more. They just don't have heart in the name. Let's see. Oh, there's Mastermind. Love. Oh, love. Let's try that. Hey. Okay, we got Hype Love. There's a Very Hollow. So this is from a Very Handsome Billy. Who else? Instafluff Love. Of course. Of course, Instafluff Love. Cool. Yeah. So much love. All right. Not quite Mint Jim. You technically can still do it, but I'm not looking at the pull requests constantly to review them. Okay, I am going to take a quick break. And I realize we kind of just abandoned this code clash. We abandoned this. When I come back, we're going to do more Clash of Code. Sign me up. Thank you, Murdoch. And Just Escaped, thank you very much for that follow. I am going to take a quick break. I'll potentially take the break while staring at you, at least for a second. We are going to do these hydrates. Before you start to troll me, I am going to pause the hydrate and break redemptions. Stretch. Hey. Wait, I thought I paused it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you got the last few in there. We are... Pepe hands? What? What's that about? I'm not done streaming. No, I'll still be streaming for another hour and a half. But we're going to acknowledge all of the hydrates and stretches, and then we're going to take that 5-minute break. Well, you can't see it, but a 5-minute break that was redeemed by Mr. Demon Wolf. So, actually, that way you can see what I'm seeing. Gaming Diamond, thank you for the hydrate. I'll probably get a new yerba when I go upstairs. Though, should I drink 2 of these in a day? I don't know. Thank you again, Gaming Diamond, for the hydrate. And again, Gaming Diamond with the hydrate. Thank you very much. I've got to stretch. Everyone can stretch with me. Interlock your fingers, reach in front of you. Hands out to the side. Hands up. Hands up. Thank you for that stretch as well. Gaming time. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls. Very good. And Kenneth, thank you. Let's do these. Mr. Dev King, thank you for that hydrate. Cheers. And Brodas, thank you for that hydrate. And Refactor, thank you very much for the hydrate. This is pretty much empty now. I will take a 5-minute break. Yoga with CJ. My entire body hurts when I stretch. I should do it more often. Yeah, for sure. And Nickelseed, thank you for that follow. But that's really the only way to get used to all of that is just you have to stretch often to not hurt when you stretch. Yeah. I've thought about this. The thing is, I don't know. I am an educator, so I am a teacher, but I'm not very flexible. But I would teach yoga. We could do yoga on Twitch. I think people do that, right? It's Friday. Why not to? You're right, Wasabi Deb. And thank you, Abniv, for that follow. Yerba behind my mic. What do I think of jQuery? It's less and less relevant. The thing is, in the real world, there are actually still a lot of websites that are using jQuery. So it's good to know about it. But any new website you build, you probably shouldn't use jQuery. You really don't need it anymore. There's a lot of stuff just built into the browser. Yeah, yoga and code. I've thought about doing a code retreat. So we're talking, if you want to talk about like weird, crazy ideas, we're like, it's almost like a camping retreat, but we just learn and talk about code. Maybe in the middle of the desert. I don't know. Yo code. Yeah. I'm surprised you have a math minor, but don't think in a mathy way. Yes. This is like a backhanded compliment. Or is it? But yeah, the thing is, even though I have a math minor, I have not used math in my career really to a large extent at all. I've mainly just built applications. I haven't really done math things. Coding with nature, yeah. All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. While I'm away, I'll play some music. You can hang out. I didn't say math isn't important. It's just not. It's not totally relevant for the majority of programming jobs. And what's up? I am not myself. Who says? We did something like that a few years back. A bunch of friends went to spend a weekend at a cancer patient retreat in Washington and built software. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, and I am not myself as a member of our live coders team. I realize you can't. It's down there. Scroll up. No offense taken, Cat Tool. I knew what you meant. I do have a garden, and it's not doing very well. I don't know why, but really nothing's blooming. Thank you, Techno Tony, for that follow. Yes. 5-minute break. When I come back, we're gonna do more Clash of Code. Stay awesome. See you soon. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coding Garden. And thank you, Shrog, for that follow. We got a few follows. Thank you, Shrog, and JK Studios, and Greg. Thank you all for those follows. I appreciate you. Yeah, let's talk about what are all these things? What's drop? Why do people have badges and weird stuff on their names? So first off, the drop game. Oh, nice. This is definitely a bug. I should probably set a limit on your status. But the drop is a game that you can play where you see these things dropping. These are seedlings, and if that seedling lands on the garden, it'll grow a nice. That's gonna land, and then it'll grow a nice little seedling with the person's name on it, which is very good. And actually, you can do clear status, I think, like that, with one T. But if you do !drop, if you say drop me, that's going to drop your avatar, like that. And so that'll drop that. And I actually I hid the leaderboard, so there's no longer a leaderboard. Now it's just fun to drop. I'll say that. Mainly because the leaderboard was like getting in the way. There's a 90-second cooldown. And hello, Bob. Welcome to the show. So you can only drop every 90 seconds. But you can also drop any emoji or emote. So if you do ! Drop followed by an emote or an emoji, that will happen as well. And then the other thing are badges. So if you want to set your country flag, like Norway, or an image like the Linux penguin, you can follow those two links that I just sent. So if you do ! Country followed by the 2-character country code of your country, it'll put that flag on your name. And then there's that link again if you want to click it for the brands. Because if you click on brands, this is a list of all of the different teams that you can join. So I'm on team, I think, View. What team am I on? Oh, I'm on Team Twitch. But any name that's, well, you can't see that. I'll show you this. Any name listed on this website you can set as your team, and it'll show up next to your name. Like that. Team React. Cool. Is there anything else new people should know about this stream? I think that's about it, right? Alka, is there any way to disable the status command for your bot? I think we might change my command. If not, I think we'll change mine to be like set status or something like that. Because your bot's status command is interfering. I didn't realize that was a command, and I set that to be the command. Yeah. Well, thank you, JK Studios. Thanks for being here from Spain. Very good. What's in the parking lot? Oh, yes, we are going to celebrate when there are 7,331 followers. That's the plan. Test. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We are going to do Clash of Code. So if you do !Clash in the chat, you can get a link to Coding Game, which is this website where there are lots of different coding challenges. And the thing that we're going to do is Clash of Code. So a hype train is triggered based on a certain number of consecutive support events. So if like 3 people sub and give bits all within a certain amount of time, it'll trigger the hype train. But we've already had 2 hype trains this stream. So that's that. All right, we're going to play Clash of Code. This is a competitive game. Here we go. I'm going to share this link in the chat. And if you if you reach level 5, Coding Train will appear. That doesn't happen. But if you want to join, you can click that link and join in on the Clash. It's very possible that this will be a hard one, because all of them have been hard so far, and I have not gotten 100% on any of the ones that we've attempted today, but we're going to try our best. And up to 100 people can join us. Hey, Andrew, what are you doing? Abusing your mod privileges. Oh yeah, this is a new thing. So when we first started playing this game on stream, you could only do like 12 people. But I don't know if they did this specifically for me or any of the other streamers that are doing it, but about a month and a half ago, they updated it so that up to 100 people can join, so that we can do things like this and play it on stream. Yeah. I don't know if that counts, Andrew. Never gonna give you up. Oh, Andrew, I listened to that Gonna Give You Up version that you linked the other day. It's pretty good. Gonna give you up, gonna let you down. Yeah, Saint Plays says they did it for the sudden streamer interest, and Saint Plays does coding game Clash of Code on his stream too. Yeah, I'm scared. Don't be scared. Here's the thing: if it's hard, you can try your best. Oh, no worries, Revive New. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support and the gifted subs. I appreciate you. Have a good night. We'll see you. Can I send the link again? Well, there's only 10 seconds. Yeah, Alka sent it. Paris. CJ in Paris. CJ in a garden. Nice. All right, this is reverse mode. Very cool. So you have 15 minutes to solve this problem. And the way this works is on the left-hand side, you can see the inputs. On the right-hand side, you see the outputs. So what you have to figure out is, given these inputs and these outputs, these inputs and these outputs, what code will make that happen? And I think we can figure it out. And thanks for that follow. Who was that? Starter, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, so we have x raised to the second power, and then we get 2x. Okay, so I think we take this value. I think it's the power multiplied times the first value, and then it's raised to the first value. So the power here is 1 times the first value is 2. It's the derivative function? Are you saying we have to calculate the derivative? The derivative of 18x to the 5th is 90x to the 4th? Well, how the heck do we calculate the derivative? It's the derivative for sure. Okay. Well, so much for not doing math here. Okay, so we read in f, which is going to be this here. What is 18 times 5? Is that 90? Okay. But then, do we subtract 1 from the power? Yes. Okay. Here, check it. I don't even know. So, I mean, I know how to do derivative, but but based on these inputs and outputs, this is what I have figured out. We're gonna parse this. So, it has the hat, not the hat. Is that a hat? It's the pointer sign. So we're gonna split on the pointer sign. F prime. Cheater derivatives. Yeah, the caret. Okay, that's what it's called. So we're basically going to split this. So we're gonna say f dot split on the caret. And the thing on the left hand side is our value with x value. Our value with x. And the thing on the right hand side is the power. All right. So if we just log that, not local storage, console.log, x value and the power. We should get x and 2 for this first one. Cool. So we then need to take the power and multiply it times the x value. So we're going to say the actual value, and thank you, Ucuervo, thank you for that follow. Yeet! The actual value is going to be x value dot split. Actually, just slice. We just remove the last x. Like that. So actually, that should give us the value and the power. Yeah, and so Gordon is saying there is no caret for 1. That should be okay. We'll handle that. So the value here should be nothing. Wait, no. Actually, we'll split this on x. So if you're just joining us, this is me attempting to calculate the derivative without knowing that this is actually the derivative. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So let's say if there is no value. Oh, and let's make this a let. So if there is no value, then value equals 1. Cool. No, it doesn't. Quack. Thank you, Crazy Mad, for that follow, and thank you, AndrewBot. Thank you for those follows. We'll figure this out. Okay. Why is that 1? Oh. No. If we split on the caret for this one, then we should just get back the x value. And if we split the x value on x, value should be 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have it. We have the value. Wait, do we? Oh, if value is equal to the empty string. Actually, can we turn on advanced mode? Isn't there like advanced mode? To be able to see the inputs? Normal mode. Expert mode. Maybe not. So reverse mode is we're given these inputs and these outputs, and we have to figure out what code to write based on that. All right. Oh, I see. Test 1 is x squared. Yeah. So in this case, the value of 1 is actually 1 and the power is 2. So I've gotten that right. So what we want to return, or what we want to print, is the power times the value. So let's call this the result x value is going to be the value times the power and then it needs to be raised to the power of the power minus 1. So that with x raised to the power. Actually, let's do this. The power of love. Value times power. Okay. And if power minus 1 is greater than 1, then we're going to add the power to this. So we'll say result x value plus equals a string with raised to the power of power minus 1. Otherwise, we leave it off, and then we have the result x value. I probably have forgotten a lot of cases. All right, so this works for that. It works for that. Does it work for test 3? No, nan x. If power is less, I need to remove the x. So like this case, test 3. Yeah. So in that case, the power was 1. Oh. So if that's the case, then the resulting x value is just value times power without the x. Like that. Power of 0. The power of love. Wait. Nan? All right. We need to figure out what are our parsed values here whenever we just get in 2x. So we have our x value and our power, right? There's no caret. Yeah, so it should just give us 2x. Oh, power. I see. In this case, power is undefined. Yeah. So if power isn't set here, if there's no power, then power is just 1. Yeah. There we go. Well, we've broken it. If power is equal to undefined. Yeah, that should, what Andrew just suggested should work. We'll give it a default value of 1. Nope, now we've broken it. Well, we have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes. If the power is 1, then the answer is just the value. Oh, I like that. Thank you, the sheep boss. Here's the thing. I took many calculus classes, in my days. All right, see you later, Mr. Dev King. Thanks for being here. Okay, if power is equal to 1, then we'll just print the value. That should work for test 3. Right? Test 3 is the one where the power equals 1. Okay, but we've broken it for the other test cases. What did we do wrong? Oh, wait. So now it's broken for x squared. Remove the else. If power minus 1 is greater than 1. Oh. Else if power minus 1 is equal to 0? There we go. I think we've gotten it. It's ridiculous. Look at this spaghetti code. All right. Now, are there any other cases that I have not taken into account? We have minify it. Oh, no, it's reverse mode. It's reverse mode. It's not shortest mode. We have x squared, 4x to the 5th. We have it when there's no power of x. We have it when there's a number and a power. X squared plus 4x. I don't think we're going to get that as input. I think we're just given the x value. Like, hopefully. Hopefully we don't get that. Because that makes it really tricky. Did I really just compute what is this? What do we call this? The integral? All right. We're going to go with it. Derivative, not the integral, the derivative, the opposite. Derivative. I just calculated the derivative. Let's see if I get 100%. I'd be surprised if I get I get 100%. Yeah, the integral is the reverse of the derivative. I'm pretty proud of that. Everyone's telling me, calculate the derivative. No, I'm just going to parse some strings. The derivative of a single term polynomial. Yes, that's what we have just solved. I also took calculus many years ago. Many years ago. Differential. Cool. All right, there is 2 minutes left in the challenge. I'll give everyone else a chance to finish. And then we'll take a look at the top 3. Yep, we're gonna probably do 2 more clashes, and then I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and then I'll come back to stream again. But the next clash will start in probably like 5-10 minutes. My code is ugly. My code is ugly too. And thank you, QuantumX, for that follow. Lo-fi remix? Later today. Not this morning, but later today, yeah. A stream with no end. You know, I thought about that. So, like, how long would I have to stream for, like, and how long would people keep watching me if I kept streaming? Like, if I streamed for 2 days, 3 days, like, what would my viewer count be at? I don't know. It's a programming language. I'd watch all day. Well, thank you, Plexical. I've watched a 32-hour stream before. I'd be up for it. So the thing is, I could take nap breaks. Like, I wouldn't sleep on stream, but we could take like a 30-minute break, and I'd go take a nap, and then I could come back. I imagine it would fluctuate too, but I'm just trying to figure, I'm curious, what would it hover around? What are you doing, Serious Ducky? You just have lots of quacks and duck messages? That's okay. I'm just curious. Twitch will cut you off after 38 hours. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Good to know. 48. Oh, you can't go longer than 48 hours. Okay. And thank you, Evil Teleportist. Thanks for being here. 9,000 viewers. Yeah, at some point, it'll just become a meme of like, oh, this person's been live for a really long time. Okay, Alice, if you click share my code, we can take a look at what you wrote. Because right now we can't see it. And I'm curious, because you did it in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I'm sure, like, there's a math way to do this, right? It would definitely be unhealthy, which is why I would take a lot of breaks, all that good stuff. Quack. So at what point is this just spam? But I do, like, here's the thing. This person might only be able to say I'm a duck and say quack. It's possible. So Andrew timed them out. I don't know if that was necessary, Andrew. But I mean, you know, maybe they're a duck. Who's to say? Oh, you just deleted the messages. Okay. There's not a way to auto show solutions. Alice, if you're here, I don't know who Alice is in the chat. There's no person named Alice in the chat. Alice, if you're here, I need you to click the share my code button. we'll take a look in a second. There has to be a library for it, like math.derivative for sure. Okay. Quick stretch. Whew. Thank you, RefDev, for that follow. Alice. That's fine. Well, thank you, TH. Thanks for being here. Okay, we'll take a look at Atomic Energy, who did it in JavaScript. Hello, Mr. Syntax. Thank you for being here. All right, read it in. When we split it on x, if that length is 1, then we just return 0. Okay. We took care of that. So if there is no x, and it's just a value? Okay, yeah. I don't know if this is even there, but yeah. Oh, nice. Thanks for being here. Okay. Then we split on x, so that's going to give us the raised to the power and the value that's in front of x. If b.length equals 0, meaning there is no raised to the power, then we just take the value that was in front of x. Good enough. We then split the second part on the caret, which gives us the power. And then if there was no value in front of the x, a equals 1. If c is equal to 2, so if the raised to the power is equal to 2, then it just becomes a times c plus c. Oh, I see, because we're going to subtract 1 from the power, so it becomes raised to the power of 1, so we don't have to include the power. That makes sense. Yeah. And then here, otherwise we do the power times the value raised to the power minus 1. Cool. This is actually very similar to how I solved it. My code was a little messier, but same solution. Okay. Pushlimmer did it in Python. Let's see how they did it. Find the caret. If it's not equal to, meaning if we did find it, then the value is going to be everything in front of it. I think that's what that is doing. And thank you, Rusty Coder. Thanks for that follow. This website has NumPy. You could have used the built-in NumPy functions. Oh, it has derivatives for polynomials. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, here's the Haskell solution. Derive. Very cool. All right. If there is no value, then yeah, if there's no value in front of x, then a equals 1. Otherwise, we're going to parse it to an int. And then the b value is everything after the x. I think this only works for like single digits though, right? Something like that. Cool. After the caret. Okay. Subtract 1 from the power. If the power is 1, just log it with the x. Otherwise, log it with x raised to that power. Huh. And if there was no power, then we just log the value in front of x. Cool. Great work, everyone. All right. Alice, please, if you're still watching, they may not have been watching. They may have been offended at the fact that like how I solved it. But if you're watching, click share code. We're going to take a look at how Denny did it in Haskell. Here we go. Bringing in monads and characters. We have a function that takes in a string and returns a string. I think that's what that means. I totally get what's going on. Well, Serious Ducky, I actually have no idea what's going on with Haskell. This is very weird. F equals take while. So divide by x? No. Take while it's not equal to x. I think that's what that does, right? Everything before the x. Yeah. Okay, so get everything before the x. And then the exponent is everything after drop while? What's going on here? And if exponent is, if there was no exponent, then we do something else. Take all the digits after the x. That's what, okay, so filter all the digits after the x. Okay, so that disregards the caret symbol because it's only looking for digits. Okay, that makes sense. This, what is this doing? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here that, like, because, I mean, in the way that I'm used to programming, I read, like, top down, left to right. A lot of this, you kind of have to read from, like, right to left to understand what that line is actually doing. And the fact that this is on a new line, I think that it is, okay, it's just a bunch of if-elses. Huh. Thank you, Kevin, for that posture check. Okay. You can read that from left to right. Take while it's not x. Put that into a variable called s. Filter all of the digits that are not x. Put that into a variable called exponent. Okay. Then what is this line doing? If f, which is the thing in front of x, is empty, then the result is 1. Otherwise, we do that times the exponent. Yeah, it's composition of functions. Why do we need read? I mean, this seems kind of verbose, right? This is like read the value inside of a variable. That's what read is doing, right? Oh, is algo text? So it reads a string. Interesting. And thank you, SpiderCam, for that follow. Okay, then add x onto it. Oh, so that takes a string and turns it into an integer, so that way you can do multiplication. Okay, interesting. Then we put x on it. If the exponent is 2, then you subtracted 1, which means there is no exponent. Otherwise, you take the exponent minus 1 and put it with the caret. Okay. I sort of get, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything that's going on, but I sort of get what's going on there. All right, and then let's see, anybody do anything interesting? JavaScript. Here's another Haskell solution. Paging Alice. Yeah, I do want to see the Ruby code for this. I'm here for Coding Garden. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks for that follow. Yeah, nice. I need to know how to do this. All right, so because Alice hasn't given us their solution, we're going to take a look at Cyvax, who also did it in JavaScript. Functional code looks like obfuscated imperative code. Well, okay. Split it on the caret. If the first value is x, then that means the resulting value is 1. The problem, it is a reverse problem. So we were given an equation according to x, and we had to, I didn't know this, but chat told me we had to calculate the derivative of that equation. I just used the example problems to figure out how things get swapped around. Yeah, find the derivative of a single polynomial. Okay. Yeah, so if it was x, then the resulting value is 1. Otherwise, we're going to parse that value that was in front of x. Yep. Hey, Larry. The problem was find the derivative of a single polynomial. I did not... I mean, technically, I guess the code that I wrote found the derivative, but I didn't know that I was doing that. Awesome. So, and then b is the resulting power. If there is an x value, then b will be that value. We get the resulting value. So we have the power, we multiply it that times the initial x value. Subtract 1 from b. If it's 0, then it's just a. If b is 1, then you don't put the power, and then if there is a power, you put the power. Cool. It usually pops up real time. I'll refresh the page, but yeah, I think they just bounced. Yeah. What's up, McClessy? No worries, Majestic Guy. All right. Well, I'll keep the tab open. If Alice shows up again, tell them to share their code. But we're gonna do another clash. So we actually have a hydrate and a focus mode. So I'm gonna use that focus mode when we start the next clash. However, I need... Well, there's another hydrate. Wait, did the mods unpause hydrate? Did that happen? Okay. The thing is, I need to go get more beverage. Yeah, one more before lunch for sure. I really want to see the code. So if anyone here that's new to Clash of Code, if you do !clash in the chat, there'll be a link that you can join. We're about to do a private clash. Yeah, there's no Alice in the chat. I think they have a different name. And thank you, Micklessy, for that follow. Micklessy. I have to follow. Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here. The thing is, there are a lot of us that participate, and there are a lot of people in the chat that are way better than me. But I'm going to go ahead and start this clash. I'll share the link. Wait, no. We're going to do a private clash. What are we doing? What's happening? Private clash. Here we go. So here's the link. I encourage you to join. This is probably going to be the last one that we do today because I do have to go. So up to 100 people can join us. And I will be right back because I need to go get a beverage. See you soon. Hello? Can you hear me? Check. Cool. Wow. Yeah, there are a lot of people in the clash. Yeah, so we try to get people to share their code. And in this last one, Alice didn't click share code. But there's that. And up to 100 people can join. There's quite a few. Oh, hey, Das. Welcome. And Thite. And Who else? There's quite a few people that hang out in the Coding Train Discord that are here. I need finished exercises. Yeah. I mean, technically, I completed it, but it took me 12 minutes, and the code was really ugly. But my goal is just try and finish. Yes, I would say for anybody that, like, especially if you're new to programming, your goal don't compare yourself to others. Just try to finish the thing. So this one is technically fastest mode. We do actually have a focus mode, which I'm going to do, and a hydrate. Thank you, Vishrash, for that hydrate, and Jordan the coder for that hydrate as well. And thank you to Andrews. We're going to go into 8 minutes of focus mode, and this is fastest mode, so you technically have 15 minutes to complete it, but the fastest one wins. So we are going to go into focus mode. Focus. Oh, it's another math one? Okay. So given the coordinates of the 3 vertices of the square, find the coordinates of the 4th vertex. Oh, that should be easy. Easy enough. So we have 3 lines, each with the 3 coordinates, and we have to find the coordinates of the missing one. So you have a square is made up of 4 points, right? You have 3 of them. We have to figure out what's the missing one. Someone give me the math. There's probably some math. I could probably do it without the math. I don't know. So this is at least going to pull in all of the points. So we'll have an array of points, and then we can say, let's just push this x and y into that. Cool. And then now we have an array of all the xy points. So that should be easy enough. And now we just need to figure out what is the yeah, so that's the points. Now how do we figure out the missing point? So the missing point in this one is 5 1. So we have 1 1 5 5 1 5 5 1. Is it as easy as, like, we should see 2 items that are duplicates and then 2 items that are swapped? Is it that easy? Okay. And the thing is, we're always, if we have 1 item and 2 of the swapped items, we know what the duplicate should be. I think that's easy. I think it's that easy, right? Is that the pattern? Well, let's do it that way. There's definitely like a math way of doing this. like you calculate what is the point that's missing, but I'm going to do it without math. For whatever reason, I'm just really avoiding math today. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to match up the pairs and figure out which pair is missing. So I'm going to have an array called the doubles. And an array called the opposites. And then we get x and y, and I'll say if x is equal to y, then we'll push that into the doubles. Else, we're going to push that into the opposites. Cool. So that will do that as we iterate through, and then afterwards we just need to figure out what's missing. So if we log the doubles and we log the opposites, we have the doubles and we have the opposites. Cool. And so I just need to see the rotated test case will break this method. Okay. Well, we have 11 minutes, so okay. I'm just gonna do this because I'm a simple man. I'm a very simple man. So I'll say if doubles.length is equal to 2. Did the Haskell person solve it already? Nope. We have one solution from Atomic Energy in JavaScript. So if doubles.length is equal to 2, let's do this. So if we know what both of the doubles are, then we just can take the opposite and flip it. So we'll say opposites at 0. We're actually just going to print 0 dot y and then x. So we flip it like that. Otherwise, the opposites is length 2, which means that one of the doubles is missing. So if one of the doubles is missing, then we need to figure out what the other double should be. So I'm a simple man. We're figuring it out for the non-rotated case. Okay. So if the opposite's length is 2, then we'll just grab the first opposite. And that's there. And then we know that we have at least one double. So we'll say if opposite dot x. Oh, and then we can just grab the first double too. So we'll say double is equal to doubles at 0. So if the x is equal to double dot x, then we want to print the y. Otherwise, we print the x's. All right, did I get it for the simplest case? I got it for the simplest case. Did I get it for negative coordinates? No. No, I did not. Okay. I'm gonna look up the algorithm because I don't really know how this would work. There's like weird math involved. Okay. Find missing point given 3 coordinates for square. Loop through the x and y coordinates and check for duplicate values. If there's no duplicate value, then that's the xy value of the missing coordinate. Missing coordinate calculator. Well, no. Find the 4th missing coordinate of a square. Well, that's a lot of code. View source. Find the 4th missing coordinate of a square. Yeah, and so this is the case of, I guess, like a rotated one. I don't know. So this is the algorithm. Can we turn that into code? Systemically, use the distance formula with each of the coordinates, p, q, and r. If you're using the midpoint formula, then it should be x plus 0 divided by 2, comma, y plus 6 divided by 2. Wait, what? No, keep going. There's no way I'm going to be able to solve this one. There's no... I mean, maybe we will. All right, we're going to jump out to Google and see if they have some better results. Find possible coordinates of a square given 2 vertices. No. Find the 4th vertex of a square. Just do it. You're almost there. What you found is the relationship between x. So this person is just deriving the solution. Okay. Nope. Yeah. This is missing point. I mean, technically a square is a parallelogram, isn't it? Right? No. Given 3 points of square, find the 4th. Smirks. The coordinates for 3 vertices of a square are given. Find the coordinates of the 4th vertex. Considering the following statements. Give us the formula! Is there a formula? I think I need to calculate the differences of the x and y coordinates of the adjacent known vertices. I don't know if that helps me. You know, at this point, I'm just stalling because I don't think we have 5 minutes. If you do exclamation mark schedule, you should get a link to my stream schedule. Clash of Code, we've decided will happen every 2 weeks. So not next Friday, but the Friday after that, we're going to do Clash of Code again. Brainly. By applying the distance formula, you can find the coordinate of squares. Hope it helps you, dear. 1 star. Let A, B, C, D be a square. Let A equal that, B equal that, C equal that. And the fourth vortex be AB. All right, so we're trying to calculate AB given x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Join AC and BD. What? Yeah, I'm a professional developer, and if this were a real problem that I was given on the job, I would spend a good 2 hours searching the web on how to solve it. Fast formula to find the coordinate of the fourth vertex of the square by 3 others. Oh. Well, that's easy. Why did it take me so long to find this? x1 times x1 raised to the x2 raised to the x3? Wait, is that what is that? No, this is not. Is this bitwise shifting? What is this? This isn't raised to the power, is it? Bitwise OR. Okay, so I think we can do that in JavaScript. So x's is that. Y's is that. Oh, no. We can just do let x. So let x equal nothing. Let y equal nothing. So if... Oh, no. We'll do this. So let's just put them all in arrays, and then we'll calculate the bitwise thing after that. So we'll say x's dot push x, y's dot push y, and then the x value is going to be x's dot reduce with each x value, and we want to say prevex and x. We want to say prevex that with x. And then we do the same thing with y. And we're not going to change the variable names because we're almost out of time. Oh, okay. So it doesn't work for rotated. It works for the other cases. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. We were so close. Almost. I mean, basically, we just shortened up the logic that I had already written. Yeah, I mean, this is going to work for, like, 50% of cases. So that's cool. If the nodes are called N0, N1, N2 in clockwise rotation, then N3 equals N0 plus N2 minus N1. Yeah. 50%? You know, I could get lucky, because there are a lot of people that have only gotten 50%, and I could get lucky and and get, like, slightly higher than that. All right, how do we calculate it for the non-rotated case? Can't you reflect the fourth cross-axis of the other two? That's what I initially tried to do, but it doesn't work for rotation for some reason. Identify the opposite corner P1. The 2 points with the largest distance can be identified with P2 and P3. Okay, but what does it mean to add 2 points together? Like x1, y... I don't know. Time's up. Just keep in mind that it's possible. Probably Probably. Y'all probably make very literally add them. But it's X and Y. So this results in a coordinate, and then we subtract that, and that results in a coordinate. I mean, this could have been easy enough, but we just have to implement this logic to figure out which is which. I don't got time for that. This has been a very, very, a very bad. I think of the 5 or 6 clashes we did, I only completed one. I actually only got 100% on one of them. Yeah. Now let's see. Clashing. My browser crashed. Oh no, Larry. Did you get a submission in? All right, here, let's yeah, atomic energy, 3 minutes. Oh, use the midpoint formula? Okay. That was a really hard question. Let's see. I got 50%. Not bad. And the thing is, it's cool that we found this formula. But the code that I had already written solves for the same types of solutions. So, technically I solved half of it. It doesn't work for rotated. Okay, yeah, so let's take a... if you've submitted, click share my code. We're going to take a look at the top 3, and then I'm going to head out, but I'll be back later. All right, atomic energy, first place in 3 minutes with 100%. The only person with 100% score. Wow. Did they implement this? Did they implement this algorithm? Not this one, but this algorithm? I think they implemented that one. Okay, so we have the distance formula. We're going to use that. We get the 3 different points: AX, AY, BX, BY, CX, CY. So these are the 3 different points. We need to calculate the 4th. So if the distance of A and B is equal to the distance of A and C, then we somehow know what the two coordinates are. BX plus CX minus AX. That's this. Yeah, they implemented this. They implemented that. Yeah, I need to update those commands, Andrew, to use that instead of that. Yeah, thank you. The if statement sorts them into A, B, C. Yep. And that's what they were saying you needed to do here, is figure out what A, B, and C are. It took us a while to find this answer on Stack Overflow. We've gotten quite a few follows. Let me acknowledge those before we go any further. Thank you, Sweet Function, RF Spuds, Cool Wizard, Got For Real, and Voice of Grog. Thanks for all for the follows. I appreciate you. Cool. Yeah, and so it's always the same formula, just like it was mentioned here, but based on which one is A, B, and C determines how we actually calculate that. Cool. Great work. Great work. If I would have had more time, I would have tried to implement that as well. All right. Let's see. Denny did it in Haskell with 66%. Let's see how they did it. Coder's best friend. Yeah. This is real world stuff. Finding the answer on Stack Overflow. I'm not going to stream tonight, but I will stream in probably like an hour or 2. It's just going to be a chill Q&A stream. There are currently like 80 questions sitting on Vox. And we need to 81 questions and we need to get through them. Not through them, but we got to make this number lower. However, every time I do a stream where I answer questions, people ask more questions. So this is just like a never-ending cycle of a number that's just going to go up and up and up and up and up. Yeah. I added status this morning. It was actually an idea from she.moe. Right somewhere. Here, add a custom status under the username. We did it. All right. This one's in Haskell. Read the line. Get X and Y. Do it, replicate 3. So do this 3 times to give us the XY values. And then X, Y, and Z, I guess, represent the points A, B, and C. Oh, locking box. That could be interesting. I don't know if I want to do that, but yeah. Okay, so X, Y, Z are the points A, B, and C. V1 equals Z minus Y. Z, okay, what is FST? And what is SND? All right, see you later, Kava. Thanks for being here. File system? First and second? Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Eamon. Construct the missing point. So get the first and second values of the tuple. Yeah, so this function here returns the tuple xy. And so we end up with a list where each value in it is a tuple. So x is a tuple with x and y. Y is a tuple with x and y, and z is a tuple with x and y. So first gives us the first value in the tuple, and second gives us the second value in the tuple. That is weird. Is it common to see Haskell code doing that? Like, why wouldn't we use like bracket notation or something like that? That's really weird. Can you use bracket notation too? Okay, but this gets, so basically this gets the x values of, all right, see you later, Mana, thanks for being here. But this gives us the x values of these two tuples and the y values of these two tuples. And then this gives us the x values of these two, z and x. No, you would usually pattern match. Interesting. Well, thank you, JK Studios. I appreciate you. And hello, John. Welcome back. we're on our last clash. I'm gonna go soon. Okay, so we get 2 points, and then we say if x, the x value inside of this point plus the x value inside of this point that we calculated, and then the y value in those 2 points, if that is equal to y and z, the if is actually the part of the total solution. Oh, and thank you, Metacon, for that stretch. It's either equal to y or z. Oh, I see. Okay. Crazy. All right, I'm not going to pretend like I understand all of that, but we're learning little by little how Haskell works. All right, Terrazoid got 50%. Let's see what they did. Yeah. This is the solution that we first did here. But because the tests are randomized, for some reason, they got... Oh, no, they got 50. I was about to say, why did they do better than me? Yeah, there's a YouTube video that was a 4-hour live stream that is... It's at like 92,000 views right now, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's a thing. I have a YouTube video. It's not on my channel, but it's on the Coding Train, and that one has like 200,000 views. Coding Train, Coding Garden. 204,000 views. That's a lot of views. That's crazy. Cool. Yeah. That's how you found me. Nice. A lot of people found me on the Coding Train. Okay, I think we're done. All of these clashes were really hard. I think the more clashes we do, the harder they're gonna get, because there's a ton of people that have all participated in them. Yeah, Larry agreed. Larry is good at this stuff, and he agrees that these are very hard. Oh, Andrew found me from Coding Train too. That's awesome. I basically solved a different problem. I thought it would always be parallel to the XY axes, so I just found the missing permutation. Oh. Thank you, JK Studios. All right, that's it for now. Like I mentioned, I'll be back in roughly an hour or two. Follow if you'd like that notification, or join the Discord. I'll send a notification there, or follow me on Twitter. And I post a tweet every time I go live too. And I am 2 followers away from 3,000 followers on Twitter. So if you'd like Twitter notifications, Follow me on Twitter. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, some people, like, the thing is, like, after my YouTube account got a certain number of subs, YouTube actually started recommending me to others. Before that, it didn't. My notification app still works. Yeah, I'll send a notification there too. Yeah. Wait, did we just get 2 followers? Oh, well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. Yeah, InstaFluff is amazing. The stream later today is just answering questions. It'll be a chill stream and a Q&A stream. So right now there are 81 questions on here. I'll do my best to answer them, and potentially I'll implement a thing where the questions of people that are actually here, because you can see like some of these questions were actually yeah. So quick aside, if you see a Twitter account that is following 0 people but has 3,000 followers, I think that's a pretty good indicator, right? Right? And the reason I'm not following anyone is because I literally, the only reason I use Twitter is to alert people that I have gone live. Every now and then I'll post something interesting about code. But I don't tweet what I had for breakfast or anything else like that. Yeah. You're more than welcome to add questions, but have sympathy for me in the fact that there are 80 questions that I need to get through. But if you run any of these commands in chat, the question will automatically get added here. And you can run these commands even when I'm not live, and the questions and your upvotes and comments will show up here as well. So back for that. Thank you, everyone. We have had an amazing number of supports. You can delete my question. I figured it out. Okay. I'll do that later. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, we got 68 subs this stream, which is insane. A huge thanks to John, who gifted something like upwards of 30 subs. I don't know, if we look in the chat, I think he's gifted 50 subs in this channel. That's insane. He gifted 5 on the last stream. Yeah, but thank you to everyone that gifted subs. Let's just go through everyone that did support events, because I appreciate you all. And I've got time. I've got time to say thank you to everyone. So thank you, Foxelty, who subbed with Twitch Prime before the stream started. Thank you to John, who gave 10 gifted subs, like, before I even started talking. Smile with the Twitch Prime sub. NK Joan with the Twitch Prime sub. Funny Dude with the 200 bits. Fishy Coding with 100 bits. Can I move the chat a few pixels to the right? There you go. Fishy Coding with 100 bits, John with another 5 gifted subs, Refactorer with 100 bits, Funny Dude with the tier 1 sub, Phoenix Rising with 100 bits, Christophosaurus with the Twitch Prime sub, Shines Love with the gifted sub to Ran, John with the 10 gifted subs, Shines Love with the tier 1 gifted sub to use all the things, John with 10 gifted subs, the She-Boss, thank you, the She-Boss, with 5 gifted subs, Phoenix Rising with a gifted sub, and John with 5 tier 2 gifted subs. Jeez. Okay. DS Legends with the tier 1 sub, DS Legends with the gifted sub. John upped their current sub to tier 3. Atsagu with the Twitch Prime sub, Murdoch with the 15 bits, DS Legends with 100 bits, Mr. Devkeem with the Twitch Prime sub, John with 5 more community subs. It's insane. Thank you. John is insane. Thank you so much, John. So much support. I really appreciate you. Shines Love with the gifted sub to Flyboy, gifted sub to French Drop, She-Boss with another gifted sub to Client Telephone, Revive Newt with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Revive Newt. Shines Love with the gifted sub to a bot. Shines Love likes to gift the bot subs. TED Talks with the Twitch Prime sub, Revive Newt with 100 bits, and Refactor with 100 bits. Thank you. This is insane. I appreciate all the support. I don't know what to do with my hands. All right. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, I'll be live again in an hour or two. But I appreciate you. Stick around for the raid. If you do !raid, you can get a link to where you can copy those raid messages. I don't know who we will raid, but wherever we go, share the love, drop a follow, all that good stuff. And yeah, Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, here's this.